Yeah, hi, my name is Benjamin Morland. I'm a senior at Creighton University. I'm a business student. I play piano at St. John's Catholic Church. My formal music education started when I was 6 years old. My parents, started teaching me that way. I quickly, towards 8 years old, they figured that they'd start enrolling me in a piano lesson. So I was classically trained as a pianist from second grade, about 8 years old, up until I was almost 16. When I was 16, I switched piano teachers because mine retired to a man from Austria, and he was taught in jazz style. Moved back to Nebraska. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like it all that much, especially right at the start. It was difficult. There's a huge learning curve. It wasn't something that I don't think I was ready for. It's just something that I did. I approached like 14 years old, 16 years old, switched to jazz and found out that I could make it my own. That's something that I really loved and I really, really appreciated, and I'm happy that I kind of fell in love with the instrument then. I've loved the song ever since I was a kid, like hearing it sang in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. That was just something that was like really cool, and I kind of fell in love with the song. So I've learned it and I've learned it and I've relearned it and I've learned different ways to play it. And I, kind of make a promise with myself that every single time I play this song, I'll never play it the same way. There's gonna be some different harmonic choice that I make. There's gonna be some different chord that I use. I make new substitutions or new extensions because I love this song and I want it to be new and fresh. Here on campus, I love to play at St. John's. They have a beautiful piano. I play at 9 p.m. Mass every Sunday, and that's probably my favorite thing that I think I've ever done. It's my favorite involvement at Creighton. I love playing for people. I love playing in front of people. I love the challenge and the pressure. That's something that makes me really, really excited to play. And I love that I get to make something new every single week. Playing piano, I think, has really shaped my life. It's always been something that I've did, but it's helped me kind of understand who I am. I would describe myself, if you asked me who I am, I'd tell you that I play the piano. It's part of my identity. It's definitely, at some points in my life, it's been a coping mechanism. It's just a way for me to, positively turn these outside stressors or these really big feelings or these large emotions into something constructive. It's a way to for me to process and to just de-stress after a really long day. It's oh, I just want to go home and play piano. That's something that lets me, it's an outlet for me. It lets me, process, it lets me cope. Yeah, the advice I'd give to somebody that wants to learn how to play the piano is to just fall in love with something about it and then really dive deep into that. For me, that was jazz. Jazz taught me that it's the silence in between the notes that really matters. It's not just the notes that you play. I really fell in love with the piano and really found myself getting better when I realized it wasn't about perfection. Flawlessness was never the perfection. The perfection was found within the mistakes and the different notes that you made, that maybe you didn't intend to play, but you've just accepted, like, oh, this is the way that I'm going to take this song now. Flawlessness is not perfection. Imperfection is flawlessness. That's a tough question. Gosh. I think I wish more people knew just how fun and how easy to pick up the piano is. You hear about how it's difficult all the time. I think the piano is for everyone. And I think that it's something that if you just put enough time into, you'll make beautiful music.